Greetings, my friends. Happy Mother's Day to all the special mothers out there. Thank you so much for tuning in to check on my work. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for viewing my work, for buying my handbags. I'm very grateful. Today, I'm going to show you how to crochet a card holder, and it's very easy, just one row repeat pattern. And to start off, I'm going to use normal acrylic yarn. You can use polyester yarn or whichever kind of yarn you have. And I'm using 4.5 millimeter crochet size hook because it matches the size of my yarn. So whatever kind of yarn you're using, whatever size of yarn you're using, make sure it matches the crochet size hook. So we are going to start off by making a slip knot. And then we are going to chain 20. So I'm going to pause the video and chain 20 chains. In case you're a beginner and you would like to see how to cast on the chains, so once you have inserted your crochet into the slip knot, this is how we cast on our chains, like that. So as you cast on, count the number of chains that you need. In this case, we need 20 chains. So we are going to need a marker, especially at the beginning stages. So I'm going to put my marker there to show off, to show me where I am going to start off in the next round. So I've put my marker there at the second or the immediate stitch from the crochet size. So we are going to start off working on the second stitch from the hook, and we are going to single crochet all around the row. So we are required to single crochet along our chain 20, and when we get to the end, I'll show you how you're going to cross over to the other side. I have completed working on one side. Now I'm going to work on this other side of the pattern. So continue working on the opposite side of the row until you get to the end. So once we have made our single crochets all round, we are now at the last stitch before we get to where we began. At the extreme end, the last stitch, we are going to make 3 single crochets in there. And then we are going to join to this other side using a slip stitch, like so. Chain 1, and then we are going to single crochet again, single crochet all around one more time, single crochet in each stitch until you get to the end. So when we get to the end, we are going to join the two parts where we began. You can see the marker is still here. We are going to join the two parts using a slip stitch, and then we are going to chain 4, and then we are going to work a double crochet into the same space where we have done our chain 4. And now what we are doing, we are starting off with our repeat pattern. This card holder tutorial shows a 1 row repeat pattern. So we are going to skip 2 stitches from where we have worked. We are going to skip 2 of them. So 1 and 2. And then we are going to work into the third stitch, and we are going to make 2 double crochets separated by a chain 1. Again, we are going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then we are going to work into the third stitch and repeat the pattern. Make 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then crochet another double crochet into the same stitch, and then skip 2 stitches again and repeat the pattern all round. Continue with the pattern all the way until you get to the end. So when you have worked all round your row, we are now going to join the two parts via slip stitch into the third chain of the chain 3. Remember at the beginning we did chain 4. So at the third chain, insert your crochet there and make a slip stitch. Now we are going to chain 4 again, and then we are going to work a double crochet into the chain space where we have done our chain 4 and repeat the pattern. From now moving forward, we are going to be working into the V-shaped spaces or the chain 1 spaces. The chain 1 spaces in between the 2 double crochets, so it will be quite easy to follow. Once again, we are repeating the one repeat pattern. I have made a double crochet, chain 1, and then make another double crochet. Repeat the same you can see they're forming like V's, the 2 double crochets that have the chain 1 in between. That is where we are going to repeat our pattern into that space. So continue working onto your card holder until the desired length. So basically we are going to be repeating this pattern all the way until we achieve the length that suits our cards rather. So once we have made the required number of rows according to the desired length, we are now going to onto our last row after we have joined the 2 parts via a slip stitch. We are now going to work our last row and we are going to single crochet across this side, and in between we are going to chain 15 because we are going to close our card holder using a button. So we are going to single crochet in each stitch until you get to the middle of our card holder. So this is the middle of my card holder. So I'm going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then I think 15 will be too long. Let me add 5 more just in case. Okay, so we are going to work back into the same stitch where we started off, the chain 15, and we are going to do a single crochet. Like so, and then I'll continue single crochet until I get to the end of the row and cut off the yarn. So I've cut off the yarn and I want to tuck it in. So I have a metallic needle with me here, but you can also use the plastic darning needle. I use this needle because it can fit the size of my yarn. So I've been able to tuck it in, and I'm going to cut off this small piece of hanging yarn. Excuse me. So that is how this bag looks like. So the button would come here. So I'm going to sew this button into position so that I'm able to close my card holder. So I have completed sewing the button onto my purse, and now I can comfortably insert my cards and store my cards here. I really love how this card holder came out. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel once again. Thank you for having me. Thank you for your time, for your support, your concern, for buying my handbags. I'm very grateful. Happy crocheting!